Word. So SoundCloud, iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher, Spotify, YouTube. I feel like I forgot something. SoundCloud, iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher, Spotify, iHeartRadio, YouTube. Where the fuck you get your podcast? We are there, 3ninjaspodcast@gmail.com. If any of your comments, questions, or concerns, if you want to hit us with a question in the Ask a Ninjas portion of the show, you can reach us there. That's 3ninjaspodcast@gmail.com. Also, 3Ninjas Podcast on Instagram, Twitter, and Patreon. Patreon.com/3ninjaspodcast. If you would like to financially back us through this fucking adventure that we call a podcast, you can donate as little as $1. We want you to donate more than $1, but lowest you can do is $1. Niggas got dollars. You lose $1 a month, I bet. Mm-hmm. So you can donate $1 to us. Patreon.com/3ninjas podcast. Donate. We love y'all. We ain't shit without y'all, but make us like less shit with y'all donating. So
let's do a mad chakra size.
No, just play cane to the camera.
So
we love y'all.
Do we have an Ask a Ninja question?
No, but somebody.
I guess we could do the. Yeah, I was gonna say we do the one that Bobby.
Yeah, somebody did ask me this on the live I just did. I forgot who it was, but sorry for that.
They probably don't listen anyway, but
no, I think they do. I think they do because they asked us specifically. They
about
said,
this, yes,
"How did we meet?
How did we meet?
How did we put this together?
How did we put this together?" So, what the fuck do I start? All right, so I was doing a podcast, right? I do another podcast called the Domino Effect Podcast. And I followed Bobby maybe like before I actually invited him on the show. I followed him maybe like a month or two before that, right? I didn't know Bobby was from where I was from, so I was just looking at the memes, laughing at the shit, right? And then he posted something about Meek Mill. And I think how somebody either got shot or died at a concert that he was at.
You know what's crazy?
What?
That dude that got shot, he lived right next door to me.
God damn.
That was a crazy thing.
Why is he... All right, man.
I'm just saying,
no,
man.
that's crazy. But now, is he dead or did he just
No,
shot?
he's dead. He dead.
Oh, shit. Fuck.
Yeah.
Rest in peace to him.
Yeah.
But, yeah, so he posted about it, and I said, oh, shit, this nigga from the town. So it was like, all right, let me invite him on the show. The memes was funny as shit, yada, yada. So if y'all want to go check that out, I think that's episode 15, 8, 9, something like that.
Domino
Effect.
When you came on.
Oh, that's 48.
Oh,
I remember that shit.
Right. So episode 48 of Domino Effect Podcast, that's when me and Bobby first met. So
I said some wild shit up there.
Yeah, definitely.
Wait, so you said wild shit up here?
I'm sorry for up there.
But it was just it was just me and him, and shit was going.
Yeah, we
I listened to it, but I gotta go back and listen.
I'm sorry for saying trannies. I don't use that word no more.
Yo,
no,
the crazy shit is I don't remember nothing from that episode.
I do
until I go back and listen to it.
Yeah, you just know it was wild.
I'm coming up on 100 episodes of that shit, and I don't remember half of it. Most of the conversations I don't remember.
Yeah, because you just there and say the shit and he's gone.
I'm just saying the shit and I'm gone.
Yeah.
So I meet Bobby there. I follow him. He follows me, right? And then before Hesh had a podcast, and it was like coming to a halt. And then as I'm following Bobby, I'm seeing like, oh, this nigga like comic books. Hesh's previous podcast was centered around comic books and anime and all that shit, right? So I always wanted to do another podcast that had to do with like anime, movies, comic books, etc., right? So Hesh shit is stopping. Bobby like shit. So hit Hesh up like, yo, what y'all niggas doing with this podcast? This Hesh was like, yo, I don't even know.
Yeah.
Yada, yada, yada. That's all their internal struggle, whatever. So I'm like, yo, I want to start another podcast. Are you down?
Mm-hmm.
Hesh was like, I don't know. These niggas might get mad. I was like, fuck them niggas. Are you down, yo? I was like, yo, I'm telling you, yo, I got some ideas. We could do some shit, B. Yeah. Are you down? He was like, cool. Yeah. I guess. Then I hit Bobby. I was like, yo, I know you ain't never done a podcast. The only time you been on a podcast was mine.
You asked me before, though.
Do you want to do a podcast? Yeah, man.
You did.
Hit you, man, I was like, yo. Matter of fact, I had Bobby on my show again like 3 times.
Yeah, because you had him come up with Bada, and then...
Yeah, he asked me, he was like, yo, you figure out doing a podcast? Because I don't know why you asked me that shit.
Because my bitch-ass co-host was leaving. I was like, yo, I felt like I needed somebody. So I was like, I like Bobby. It's like weird to like another grown man. It's like yeah, for real. Like,
I like your energy, dog.
Like as a grown man, it's hard to make friends to be like, yo, I actually like this person, but I don't know how to tell him like shit. Like, yo, but
nah, this nigga gave me my wallet back when I dropped it at G Studios. So I was like, okay, this nigga from my rapper.
Oh yeah. Matter of fact, he came here, did the interview, and he left before I left G Studios. So I was like, is that this nigga wallet?
Yeah.
And then I went home. This nigga came to my house, picked up his wallet. He talked for a little bit, and then he bounced. So I had him on my show maybe like 2 or 3 other times. He introduced me to Cambada, and I had him here when it was me, my ex, and him. We did a show together.
One time, and then you had me when
that fucking year-end wrap-up
OB
shit.
was here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So he was on my show that time.
Yeah.
So then I wanted to do the podcast with. So I want to do the other podcast. So I asked Hesh said yeah. Asked Bobby, he said yeah. But these two niggas don't know each other, so we started talking through like text messages.
Yeah, that was it. I don't think.
Then he asked me, what the fuck would you mean a podcast with 3 niggas? I said, 3 ninjas. But I was just joking when I said it.
Yeah. Bobby came with the name. So I was trying to think. I was like, yo, we need a name that's not whack, that's kind of creative, and that's not really used by anybody. I was like, all right, so at basis, what are we? All right, so we 3 niggas, right? and Bobby just said, call it 3 ninjas. I was like, this nigga's a fucking genius, yo. I love this nigga.
That shit was off the fly. I was like,
I was like, all right, done.
I wish I had it. I probably still got that fucking text message in my phone. I'm gonna post this shit if I find it.
I haven't deleted the thread yet. It's mad shit, but I haven't deleted the thread yet. So, so then I had an idea for a logo. Then I was like, all right, so what's your favorite character from anime or whatever? So Bobby was into Star Wars. I was like, all right, what's your favorite Star Wars character? Or who's your favorite like ninja or whatever? So he was like, all right. No, you ain't give me an answer. I was like, fuck you fucking Mace Windu. And then Hesh said Shikamaru. So I was like, all right, I got an idea, right? So hit this nigga up to make the logo. I was like, all right, bam, logo. What y'all think? It was like, yo,
let's do this.
I like this shit. Yeah. I was like, all right, so nigga, we got a podcast. I was like, oh shit. So then we do the first episode, and I was about to fight a nigga. And
oh yeah. I think I still got that story.
Before we started, I was like, wait, what? Oh yeah, I forgot.
So I was doing
I forgot about that.
Besides the Domino Effect, I was doing another podcast that I tried to be a part of that I knew wasn't gonna work from jump, but I was just like, fuck it. So so this the first time Hesh and Bobby
we did not know each other. We
just saying like, yo, this shit crazy.
And the other side of G Studio shit, why this nigga in here arguing with a nigga like
they
you?
They just sit outside in the waiting area of the studio and we waiting on that podcast to finish up.
Crazy, son. Like, and then, he about to get in his ass.
And then
yo, he's stupid. This nigga is trolling the fuck out. Because if I throw this one on me, this is not the most controversial podcast. It's just the most controversial podcast. I'm chilling.
Yo, you're dead in his face. If a nigga laugh in your face, what you gonna do? He feels disrespected. Stop being fucking stupid and let's be respectful of one another.
I'm respecting him.
No, you're not, my nigga.
Like, I forget they're out there, so I'm about to beat this nigga up, and then my girl at the time stops me. And then the show ends, and then they leave, and then they come in here.
Where's that footage?
No.
You still got that footage?
I think the homeboy that was recording it got it.
Yeah.
He might
Damn.
have. But
G still got that audio?
He probably do. G keep everything.
Yeah, he got
I think I was even there shaking his head, yeah.
No, that shit was wild. Shit get real.
So I leave from in part of the recording part of the studio. I go out to the waiting area, and they just looking at me. They just looking at me like, yo, you all right?
Like, yo, what's up, dog?
I'm like, no, I'm good, nigga. Let's start. Come on. I'm good, nigga. Let's go. So then, we record the first episode, and that's with Larry Kenny.
Yeah, shout out to Larry Kenny.
And now he's doing Comic-Cons again now, so I don't know. I
think he ain't never coming back here.
He ain't never coming back to this show. And like I've said, on previous other shows on the first episode, I was like, all right, so if we want to be in this little comic book, realm of shit, we have to try to censor ourselves.
Yeah.
So
we're gonna work on that going forward.
It'd be best if we not cuss or say anything derogatory or offensive and shit, and that worked for all of that episode, but shit kept slipping.
Barely in that episode, I think.
Barely in that episode. So it was like, all right, so we can't do this shit, right? I can't censor myself. Hesh can't. Bobby can't. Fuck it. We just gonna be us. And then episode 2, that's when shit started flying. And then
was that with Chris?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, Florida Man.
That was Chris and Justin.
Yeah. Oh, yo, Justin. Yeah, Justin doing that shit. So he was like, "Yo, the fuck wrong with you?" He was like, "This is real nigga do real nigga shit." I was like, "All right, here we go." All right.
So got Justin on the show. Bobby got Chris on the show, and then episode 3 was Ben Hameen.
Yeah.
And then we took like a little break from guests because I ain't want to book nobody, to be honest. I was just I was just tired of actually hitting niggas up and not getting either not getting an answer. I was like, nah, I'm busy and shit like that.
Yeah.
And then there was one guest that we were supposed to get, but shit kept happening. And then when we actually finally got it down, I was like, all right, so call my phone. It was like, we don't use personal phone numbers. I was like, fuck. All right, man, whatever. And then like 3 weeks later, he was on somebody else's show.
On the phone, yeah.
Like, all right, my nigga. Fuck y'all, nigga. Man.
Michael J. White?
Yeah, Michael J. White.
Fuck that nigga.
No. We're not going to say fuck Michael J. White.
We might want him to still come on the show.
Not even that, but because he from Bridgeport. We from Bridgeport. Okay. Shout out to Bridgeport. You know, shout out to Michael J. Shout out to Gang Gang. He one of us. Connecticut resident. So yeah, so now we here, episode 28, and now these niggas actually know each other.
Yeah.
Bobby the more that Bobby shares, the more we
learn.
Me and Hesh
learn about Bobby.
So, you know,
there's a method to my
that's
madness.
Basically what it is.
Yeah, and I think, and you know, we've been doing it for a year, and I think we've, you know, had a pretty good time. At least I can say that for myself.
Yeah.
When I first asked you, what was your first thought?
That's a good question because my brain don't work. I mean, I was just like, yeah, I want to do it, but then it's like, you know, because obviously I had other situation going on, so it's like, I do this, then it's going to turn into a big, and it turned into a kind of big deal afterward. Even though, and I don't want, you know, seeing that it shouldn't have been as big of a deal as it was.
Yeah,
the way that the conversation that we had outside of this thing had, but it turned into what it turned into.
All I said was, "Yo, grown men need to talk."
Yeah,
and that's ultimately what it ended up having to be. But it was like you shouldn't have to do that in the first place because of the way the original conversation went. But that's my personal feelings on that. We worked that out. We're good now. So then I don't want to make that into a thing now. Yeah. But after the fact, so I was apprehensive because it's like, to do this, it's very similar to what I was doing before. It could probably be a problem. But then I was like, I still kind of want to do this. I was feeling a little burnt out, so I was like, maybe my original plan was to do both. Originally, that was what my plan was to do both, but then the things was happening with the other thing, and it kind of burnt out, and then that fizzled out, and then so I was like, well, this is gonna happen 4 months after. You know, that's why. Again, anyway.
Were you cursing on another one?
Huh?
Were you cursing?
Yeah, we cursed and stuff. It just, I don't know. The energy
was it as wild as this?
Nah,
not even.
Okay, not even nowhere near.
Nah, the energy was different. I think. I mean, I have a lot. I don't know because I don't want to bash it.
Yeah, I get.
But it's just the energy was different, and I think
here's Sledgehammer as he begins to bash.
No, it's just the energy was different, and my role in the show because I'm not a good host. I don't think I can.
That was the A mic.
Yeah,
that's another thing.
Yeah,
I didn't want to be the A mic. I was like, all right, Hesh was doing that shit on this other show. I was doing that shit on Domino Effect. I could chill.
Yeah.
I get here. I'm like, all right, Hesh, introduce the show. Nigga like, what?
Yeah, fuck me up. Wasn't ready for that.
I'm like, all right, man, fuck it, yo. This Three Ninjas podcast, Domino, Hesh, Bobby, man. We here.
I think it's better that way. Like, I don't think I'm a good A-Mac. I'm not that good at that. I'm good for color commentary, just saying dumb shit on the side, put a little insight, bang. Like, that works better for me and my personality, I think. So there was part of that. So me being the A-Mic on that show, and then I think the personalities on that show are way different. So I think people's goal and the way they chose to want to interact with each other on the show is different than the way we choose to do it on this show.
Right.
And I think it shows, and I think that's why this one works a little
more. It's more organic.
Yeah.
Where it's just like we just push it out there, and it's like throwing an alley-oop. You know? And then, you know, when you got like KD and fucking Steph, you can just throw the alley, you know, you can just shoot it, you can dunk it, pull it from 3 half court, you know, I'm cool.
Yeah.
You know? So it just worked.
Different shows, different people, different personalities.
What about you, Bobby?
Yeah.
What was your first thought when I was like, yo, you want to do an anime comic book podcast?
At first I was like, because you asked me before, you was like, yo, like, you ever thought like doing a podcast? I don't know if you was referring to this, but you asked me that. I was like, nah, I don't feel like doing that. But when you asked me it, I was like, I do have mad opinions about shit that's stupid.
Yes, you do.
But I was like, damn, should I get into it? And then I was like, yo, I can say mad shit I wanted to say. so I was like, fuck it, I'll do it. I
can say whatever.
But then the thing came across when you was like, yo, we can't curse, we can't do it. I was like, oh, fuck, man, I can't say what I want to say.
Because, you know.
Yeah, I understand. Okay.
Cool.
I understand. So then I was like, I was just thinking in my mind, I was like, damn, like, if we sound like everybody else, then it's going to be hard to get traction really quick because we geek niggas, but we ratchet too.
Yeah.
And there's nothing else like that. There's no podcast like this. Like
I ain't found one.
yeah, you look at the other shit, and it's like straight analytics on some geek shit, which
Yeah.
I understand it.
What some
But-
people like.
Yeah, but like I said before, like I was never too geeky for the geeks and never too jockey for the jocks. So I was always fucking in the middle.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'll do it, but we gotta stay like in the middle of the shit. Like I listen to the podcast, right? Sometimes we be on like some goofy shit, but
Yeah.
when it gets serious, like we be into this shit.
Like
Yeah.
we can have an
So-
actual conversation and be
Yeah.
funny or be serious or whatever. But a lot of other podcasts give off white energy. I'm not gonna say who said that, but
Yep.
a lot of other podcasts give off
Oh,
white
somebody
energy.
said that?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say who, but
It be like that. So I was like, yo,
I'll say it.
yeah, so I was like, I'll do it, but we gotta be honest, so to speak. Like I gotta give out my full personality. I can't hold back because then it's like, damn, I want to say this, but
Nah, but who surprised me more than you was Hesh.
what happened?
Because listening to his other podcast, I was like, what the fuck? Why was you doing this shit on there? I was like, God damn, what the fuck is all this shit? I didn't know this nigga had it in him.
Is it really that bad?
No, not bad, but-
I listen to all them episodes and then I listen to these. I'm like, the fuck? What the hell happened? Yo?
Nah, I think that has to do with the fucking chemistry. Like I didn't think this should just work for some fucking reason. Like
Guys
everybody,
playing, man.
everybody has their own personality. Like Hesh be saying some wild shit. Like he gives the alley oop. That's why I understand when you be like, "Yo, we ain't talking about gay shit," because
Yo.
I'll bring up the see. I'm the taboo nigga up here. You're the one that try to mediate this shit.
I
I'm the
have to.
taboo nigga, and then
'Cause if
Hesh will
I-
say some wild shit. It's like, oh,
And then it's kind of hard to be like, Bobby, you know, it's like pushing you, but then he has free range to go this way. So I'm like, fuck, yes, relax. But then, Bobby comes this way. I'm like, fuck, I don't, fuck it. You know what? Say what y'all want. I'm just gonna believe it. Like edit point, yo, G, edit point that.
like me and Hesh, we was talking like the last episode we was talking about Jesse. You got so upset.
Yeah.
He got mad as fuck. He's like, I ain't talking about gay shit.
I was like, yo, because I thought you was on some ignorant shit. I was like, yo,
Yo, what we talking about? I
I'm
said,
trying,
we talking about Jesse.
I'm trying to make this linear point where it was like, all right, this nigga not giving up his phone. They're trying to see where he was, what tower it hit, text messages, something that they don't have to go through all these channels. Yo, give me your fucking phone, and I can see this shit. I don't gotta go through all this red tape to get this shit. And then you probably got some booty in there.
But I mean,
Dog, that's
but
not.
it was true.
Apparently, it was bullshit.
Yeah,
It's all bullshit. He was like, yo, I got songs in there. I got
Yeah.
pictures in there. I got private pictures in there.
private-
I was like, there go the booty shit I was talking about, but that's like an eighth of it.
But to
He's
clear
like,
it up,
I got songs I never put up.
to clear it up, this is the reason why I said that. The reason why I said that was because I kind of think objectively. I don't really like accuse people of shit. I think of it. I argue it from my standpoint where I feel, and then I argue it from their standpoint. So I was like, why wouldn't he give up his phone if he is telling the truth? Not if he's not. If he is. So I was like, the only reason why I wouldn't give up my phone is if I was super, because that's when it came
he's
up when you was
famous.
super
But-
famous. I was like, yo, if I had, let's say I was dating Candace Patton and I had some explicit photos in my phone,
You don't wanna give your
I
phone
would
up.
not give that shit up so they could TMZ your ass.
Exactly.
That's why I said that.
Yo, but how many naked photos of celebs have we seen that we're not thinking about at this moment? Like it's hundreds of celebs
Making
who's
good.
naked photos.
yeah,
are
but that
out
doesn't
there.
mean that person wants that shit out there.
Yeah,
Just
you
'cause
don't want that
think
shit out
about
there,
it now.
but it's not like a lasting thought. But my whole thing
You
was
still
like,
won't want your shit out there like that.
I know, but my whole thing
I think
was like,
Scarlett Johansson's got
are
it
we
too.
trying to solve the case or not, Jesse? Do you want to catch these guys, Jesse? Give us your phone, Jesse. Like
Yeah.
that's it. Are you like, why are you delaying this process by not giving us your phone? I'm like, if you're telling the truth, give me your phone.
Yeah.
But
Obviously,
obviously,
he seems to
So-
not be telling the truth.